How's it going? Oddly Unorthodox here. Surprise, surprise, hitting you with another Nurgle game. This time in a land battle, something a little bit different. There is a video that's coming out as well. I don't know if you guys would have seen it, but it is a dwarf video showing you how to counter the nasty Nurgle tech. And then just giving you some tips and advice on how other races can deal with Nurgle as well. So a bit of a mix-up on this Nurgle build. Only one squad chosen, but with a few chevrons. Slow this down, don't want it to go out too early. One chosen, 2 Chaos Warriors, 1 Plague Bearer, double Soul Grinder, Kugath, and some Chaos Furies. 2 squads of Chaos Furies to be exact. My ally has gone a bit of a different sort of build. It's a lot of nasty skulkers. He's gone a Lith-Anar, Spearman, Spearman, Spearman. What have we got here? Lothran Seaguard, Archers, Lothran Seaguard, Silvering Guard, Rangers. I'm pretty sure he's got a bunch of Shadow Walkers sat over here, yeah. So, straight away, shoot the highest value target. And for me, that is the Black Orcs. We don't want to get artilleried ourselves though, so we are going to move ourselves back while we continue to do as much damage as we can to soften up these Crimson Killers and the Black Orcs. It is purely just me sort of shooting at the minute because we just want to ideally try and get out of range of that, because if he had any common sense he'd be peppering my chosen Nurgle. I don't mean common sense, that's quite rude, but if he did have an idea of how to use artillery better, he'd be focusing the chosen of Nurgle because he'd want to get rid of them as soon as possible, how expensive they are. Very, very pricey unit. But as you can see, I'm happy just to... We've done a little bit of damage to the Crimson Killers, done a bit of damage to the Black Orcs. That's all I'm looking to do at the minute, is soften up his more elite units that are going to be able to deal with my Crimson Killers. My Crimson Killers, my chosen of Nurgle. See, the Black Orcs are not really having fun being shot there, but it is what it is. And now we start moving up, noticing his artillery's changed targets. I leave these Chaos Furies here a little bit too long, not noticing the Eyes of the Desert. I didn't realise they had Stalk, so they popped up out of nowhere. But luckily, I take a few shots, but they survive. I'm just trying to threaten the chance of the Furies coming down. He's just been absolutely worked. I didn't catch what happened there, but that didn't look too great for him. But while his artillery is focused, we're going to send these up. The Soul Grinder gets some Night Goblin friends, but he's just going to smash them to bits. They don't stand a chance. The Chosen of Nurgle are going to beat up these 2 squads, and then the Plague Bearers and the Chaos Warriors are going to walk up. We're now peppering his Kepra Guard. We're just trying to do as much damage as possible. Trying to break them down. Another squad that we don't really want to leave alive. Those little attacks are annoying. They do a lot of damage. But you can see the Chosen Nurgle. They're grinding through this fight quite easily, breaking them away. We're popping some more shots into those Black Orcs. And we are slowly grinding forwards. Dealing with these Night Goblins first, because they are being quite a pain. A lot of nasty skulkers over there. And then we start moving up. Bring everything forward. Both Soul Grinders are back shooting. We're back on the Kepra Guard. We keep swapping because they seem to be paying attention and moving their units at the last minute. So we are just swapping between them and the Black Orcs, just to be annoying. This is like a weird Tomb King box. I've not really seen one like this before, but if it works, I suppose. But we push up knowing the best chance I've got is being in there in melee with them. Oh, the Black Orcs are now getting it a bit more. So sort of value up to 900, 600... 900, which are all good values for units that have just used their ranged weapons, no melee yet, and you get a lot out of a Soul Grinder. Oh, Kepra Guard managed to dodge that, but at the state they're in, they're going to really suffer against some Chaos squads of Nurgle. I'm pretty sure we changed target now. Yep. I want to poison those Brutal Stalkers. And then bring the Chosen of Nurgle, which I've got a chevron up and into the fight. Because ideally Chosen are slow, extremely slow. We don't really want to be stuck in a fight with Chosen being shot at from range. It's really not too sweet. He sends his artillery on it now because he realises how much of a threat the Chosen of Nurgle are. They're taking a battering. But it's okay. We're Nurgle. We've been saving up our winds of magic. So we're going to make our way up and drop a nice heal on them. Get them back in fighting shape. Bit of fleshy abundance. Heal them up nice and good. Get them ready to fight again. Same as last time I showed you Kugath. I did not bring any spell but Blight Boil and Fleshy Abundance. They're the only ones I brought. And as you can see, the Chosen are already back to good HP. And we're going to get them straight in the fight. I'm happy to take the artillery on top of Kugath and the Soul Grinder because at the end of the day it's not really going to do any damage to them. And then we broke off the Rusty Arrows by shooting them because again we don't really want him to have loads of ranged in there. And the Caprigard have already been ground down by the Chaos Warriors that were in there before. We roll Kugath up. We send the Soul Grinder in to hopefully deal with that, and we bring the second Soul Grinder up. And I'm pretty sure we drop a second. Where is it? It's coming the second. We drop the Nurglings down, we debuff these guys, making sure to always use Kugath's abilities. We're body slamming them, because that's what Kugath does. We drop an upgraded Fleshy Abundance there, overcharged. Healing everything in the radius, giving HP back to the Soul Grinder. And then I'm pretty sure we send Kugath up to use a Boil here to break these squads. The infested Nurglings are going in just to cause a few issues because they can. We have got a nasty flank of Night Goblins over there. But we are breaking through them now. His box is really going to struggle in this situation because it's been busted wide open. He's deciding to send his Tomb King and his... oh, he's on a horse. His Sphinx to kill Kugath. Not a bad idea, him realising that a lot of the heals are coming from Kugath. Obviously he passively heals around him too. So we get to... I think it's just healing Nurglings he gets to heal around him. Yeah. So there's the Blight Boil taking out that fight there, making sure the Plague Bearers chop through that quite quickly now. And then this fight here, the Sphinx is actually quite scary because he does have flame attacks, so he cuts right through my regen. So what we do is we send both Soul Grinders over. I don't know what's shooting, I assume my teammate. Yeah, the Lothran Seaguard. We send both squads over now. Really get in there. The Chosen are taking an absolute pounding because they're just... look how many of those there is. Constantly being hit by that ability. The Chosen are. I think they're the only ones to get caught by it so far. But this fight here with the Sphinx is fine. I've got debuffs popped. You know, I've got my Chaos Warriors chipping away from behind. The Soul Grinders are making sure that Eyes of the Desert can't get any involved. Because we don't want their anti-large in here. And then we keep the fight going. My Chosen do sadly get defeated in the end, even though they've got 200 kills but only 700 value. We do get hit by the amulet. But before that can really take into effect, I'm pretty sure we drop Fecundity. We debuff him with the Virulent Contagion. And he's literally chucking everything in now to try and deal with this fight, knowing that it's a lost fight for him. My allies managed to sweep up the Orcs. My Chaos Warriors are dealing with those 4 squads there. They're broken off, the Black Orcs are. Those Night Goblins are broken off. And I've got pretty good faith I'll win this fight here. And the fecundity does come down. And then we send over the soul grinder just to help up. We might as well fast forward a little bit. The soul grinder comes in. We do take this really long fight. And then his leadership breaks due to losses. And there we go. We come out on top with a spectacular Nurgle game, showing you guys how to maybe play them in 2v2 land battles if you're enjoying that, or even a little bit on the cheesier side to builds. If you've liked this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. This has been Oddly Unorthodox.